guys, we're back again with another video, and I feel like there's so much boxing to talk about because there's so much going on, which I love talking about, and I'm so happy that there's so many fights that are taking place, so many fights that are scheduled to come up. It's just a good time. And I think November especially has just been super busy when it comes to fight nights. But first, let's talk about the shocking news I think that everybody has been talking about for the past couple of days. I say shocking, but I think it's more surprising at the fact that Jake Paul is going into the ring with Anthony Joshua. And it's quite interesting that on the card is Jake Paul versus AJ, which naturally we're all saying, which I'm catching everyone saying AJ versus Jake Paul. Credits to Jake Paul, because there was a lot of talks on him getting into the ring with an actual boxer, getting into the ring with a boxer who's not like so old and who's not retired. And now he's doing it. He's getting into the ring with Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua has been out of the ring for over a year since his loss against Daniel Dubois. So this is his return fight, which we can consider maybe a tune-up fight. I think there was like some talks and maybe a little bit of an illusion that it will happen. The fight with AJ and Tyson Fury will happen next year. During the fight on the weekend, Turk Al Sheikh actually alluded to the fact that the fight will be happening with AJ and Tyson Fury. Although names wasn't said, he was kind of alluding to that. And of course, that's what the British fans want to see. So I think he's taken this obviously as his return back into the ring, which is an interesting pick, I must say. Now, so much talk, so many opinions that I have seen online in regards to this fight. People think it's rigged. Some people think, why is AJ taking the fight? Some people say it's absolutely dangerous. Some people are saying all you have to do is have loads of followers and lots of money and you can get into and have these big fights. Whatever it is, the fight is going on. The fight is taking place. I think Jake Paul loses nothing from going into this fight. He absolutely loses nothing. If he goes in and he loses, it's just a matter of saying you've lost to a two-time world champion. No biggie. If he wins, oh God, I don't think Anthony Joshua will hear the end of it. But I do think that AJ is going to take the win. I think AJ should, and he will take the win. I do think it's quite a dangerous fight for Jake Paul. I think, oh gosh, like imagine, like I just said, a two-time world champion. It's crazy. And we're actually seeing it. I didn't think we would. I think it was just all going to be talks and speculations, but hey, it's actually going ahead. And the way that I see it is this. Jake Paul's daring to be great. He's going to go into the ring and he's daring to be great. And it brings more eyes to boxing. They're both going to make bank. Everyone's probably is going to tune in. And so, yeah, the fight is going ahead. And I looked at a post that AJ posted. He did also allude to the fact that, like, he's making bank and many people will be joining this wave of being able to make money. And you know what? AJ's minted. How much more does he need? But I also do understand that I'm also really big and I'm in support of boxers making money. As well as that, the Magnificent Seven card has been announced, and that's under the Queensberry banner. And headlining, it will be Jermaine Franklin and Moses Itama. And it's actually a really interesting and a really good undercard also. Another fight that's happening on that card is the Willie Hutchinson versus Ezra Taylor, which is a fight that the build-up so far has been really interesting. The back and forth during the launch press conference has been interesting, I must say the least. And of course, they're doing what they got to do to sell the fight. I just think that this fight with Ezra Taylor and Willie Hutchinson, if Ezra Taylor wins, we'll see him, I believe we'll see him moving up the ranks. If Willie Hutchinson wins, of course, that brings him back into the conversations with the light heavyweights division since his last loss against Joshua Buatsi. But if he takes a loss, I do think, what will that do for his career? And it'll be good to see how it plays out. Ezra Taylor has been on a good rise. He has been collecting those wins. His career does seem really promising, and we do know that the light heavyweight division is a very exciting division right now, so that's a promising fight for sure. Moses Itama versus Jermaine Franklin. Now, Jermaine Franklin has been able to steadily build momentum since his last losses against Dillian Whyte and Anthony Joshua, and he's secured 2 wins, and now he's going in with the undefeated Moses Itama. And hats off to him, because I saw online that there was loads of talks that many heavyweights didn't want to get into the ring with Moses Itama. So hats off to him. I do think it'll be an interesting fight. There is a lot of talk, and I'm seeing a lot of that talk with Moses Itama's chin and him going past the 6th round and how well he performs past the 6th round. So with this fight, there is a lot of talk on will we see how good Moses Itama's chin is, and will we see how well Moses Itama performs past the 6th round? we're gonna have to wait and see on fight night. Joseph Zutama is just a rising star, and we're literally witnessing greatness. And I think he's literally getting better with each and every fight. I think he's on the right path when it comes to progression and with the matchmaking. I wasn't really a massive fan of like him going against Usyk, and I just thought we got to slow it down here just ever so slightly. Like, he is still building and he is still growing in his career, and I think we should just enjoy the momentum that he's on. And I think with time, he will keep progressing, he'll keep getting better, and he'll keep getting bigger. And we will see those bigger fights with those bigger names, which we are seeing. We saw him with Dillian White, and we're now seeing with Jermaine Franklin. So I think that's an excellent card. I'm really looking forward to that. And that's earlier on, the 24th of January. Now, if you didn't know, this is fight week, the Ring 4 card. And I think, wow, what an exciting card. You've got Abdullah Mason and Sam Nooks, and then you've got Bam Rodriguez and Martinez. You've got Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. And then you've got the top of the card headlining David Benavidez and Anthony Yarde. What a brilliant card. I think that's probably one of the best cards this year for sure. It's an exciting fight night. And there's like 4 championship fights which is taking place on the same night. And I do think that every single fight on that card it could be a headlining fight. We do know that Abdullah Mason is a rising star and a promising prospect, and he's been on the rise. And he currently undefeated, and he's going in with Sam Nooks. And so this is also his first championship fight, which is also really exciting. And then we've got Bam Rodriguez versus Martinez. Now, we all know that Bam, he's got that elite footwork, he can pivot, he's got the rhythm changes. He's really great at what he does. And I genuinely believe that we're seeing him progress with each and every fight. And then Martinez, who is very durable, and he's got that engine. And so that clash would be really exciting to see also. And he's looking to unify at his weight class. And then we've got Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. I've loved the build up to this fight. And I absolutely love Brian Norman Jr.'s Southern accent. It's just been so entertaining. Brian Norman Jr., who's young, he's talented, he's hungry, he's undefeated. And then you have Devin Haney. Now, Devin Haney, I believe one of his strengths is being able to go the distance because he hardly loses rounds. And that's just due to discipline and structure. Now, to the main event, David Benavidez versus Anthony Yarde. First and foremost, we got to give hats off to Anthony Yarde. That man really does go into the ring, and he generally does fight whoever. We hear boxers say all the time, I'll fight whoever, I'll fight whoever. But I generally believe Anthony Yarde fights whoever. Yes, we've seen Anthony Yarde take a couple of losses from Beterbiev and Golovkin, but they are like the best. You know, at the time that he fought Beterbiev, he was 18-0, winning with 18 knockouts. And he still said, you know what, I'm going to go up against him and I'm going to go and fight him. He done that. And so he really doesn't back down, and he really does go up against the best. And now he's taking on David Benavidez, who is undefeated, elite pressure, great footwork. He's got one of the fastest punch outputs at that weight class. It's a fantastic lineup. And I think it's just really exciting as a boxing fan to see all of these fights. It's a great time to be a boxing fan with all of these fights taking place. So make sure that you tune in, and you can buy the pay-per-view on www.dazn.com/boxing with Steph. I'm going to speak to you guys on Sunday after Saturday night's fight night, and we can debrief there. If you don't already, follow me on all of my social media platforms at Boxing with Steph, where I post daily on what's going on in the lovely world of boxing. I'll speak to you guys on Sunday.